Hi, I'm Jonathan. Welcome back to the Protagonist Corner. Mike, please, actually. Ooh, bad. Hi, I'm Jonathan. Welcome back to the Protagonist Corner and Star Trek Resurgence. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done this, but quick refresher. We're here trying to figure out what happened to Spock's shuttle. So let's get back onto it before my time runs out.
Increasing warp output to maximum.
It's happening again.
In other words, potential ship going boom kind of thing. Morning.
It is evident that presently the Resolute cannot achieve warp propulsion.
Since our diagnostics rule out any problems with our warp systems or anything about the ship, the problem appears to be the fabric of space itself.
Space itself.
How could that... Okay. Let's talk really quick. How could the fabric of space be flawed in some way? It can't be. I understand technobabble isn't necessarily supposed to make sense. It's supposed to be an excuse for space stuff to happen. But, the fabric of space can't be flawed. If the fabric of space is flawed, it means people shouldn't be doing space travel at all. Not just at Warp 5, not without warp. It means human beings are not supposed to be outside of their planets. That would be an interesting story, but that's not what Star Trek does. Anyway, let's hear the rest of this. I'm just saying, fundamentally, already, I don't think it works.
This
But
region
anyway.
of space prevents warp travel.
Prevents it. Can't
However improbable, that appears to be the case.
We need to know more.
Yeah, that's the better answer.
Voted out of here at impulse speed?
I'm always worried when one of those dialogue options comes up because I'm afraid what if I'm missing something.
Warp dead zone extends. Captain Solano is on his way back from the negotiations, and I want to have some answers when he gets here.
I do get warp dead zone though. I do get warp dead zone. That's like imagine if you're at sea. It's a space where you don't have wind, but only it's in space where there is no wind anyway, but because it's space, it's a vacuum. But you get what I'm trying to say, right? There's no method of propulsion. It's like having no gas in the tank, sort of, or at least no way of refining gas.
Given the facts at hand, we may be able to deploy subspace probes around the ship to construct a clear picture of the phenomenon.
Around the ship.
I love how Diaz is reacting like he never heard this concept before. Around the ship. Is that something we can do? Can we put something around something? I guess maybe I shouldn't jump. Maybe he's saying there wouldn't be enough probes in the world because the ship is so large. Maybe he's saying that. Hold up. Or we're not getting clarification. It was just around the ship. Done. Okay, that's fine. In other news, I bet you think I forgot about the series. I did not. I didn't forget about anything. I didn't forget about Road to Yumi either. Everything's happening in time. And I've not forgotten about Hogwarts Legacy either. Everything is still in play. Oh, what is this freaking tutorial?
Fly the shuttle to your objective to complete a mission. Use R2 to fly forward, L2 to fly backwards, R to turn, L to strafe.
Okay.
The storm will push your shuttle around. Stay focused to maintain your course.
Awesome. Thanks, Richie.
Yep.
Yeah. I have to do these things very, very slowly to make sure Johnny don't go boom. And also Johnny needs to watch out for the asteroids here. I'm yet to crash myself in one of these things, but I'm sure it'll eventually happen by the end of this LP. Also, now would be a good talking time. It's a shame I said.
Systems are calibrated to receive the probe's readings.
Not a good talking time. Never mind.
First probe is deployed.
Thank you, Mr. Chobak.
Yeah, it's hard to do commentary on these interactive movies.
Piloting the shuttlecraft. Now is not the time to indulge in the intention for joyriding.
Yeah. I wonder if Tuvix is going to show up. You ever see that episode of Voyager, Rich? Where Tuvok and Neelix became one entity because of a transporter accident? Oh, dialogue option, I didn't even see. I'm just picking one.
Lieutenant Commander Chobak's not so bad. You know, once you get used to him.
How do you get used to a Vulcan,
I
though?
learned a lot working under him. I have a feeling
Like, if Vulcans were real, I'd be horrified. Hi, I never show any emotion ever.
First officer coming aboard.
Indeed.
Yeah. Not my best commentary, but like, it would be hard to even be around them because they'd be judging you whenever you had an emotional reaction to anything. And now you basically work for a person like that? Oh my god. Believe it or not, I do love Star Trek. I'm just not sure I would love living there. Like, there are worlds that you would want to live in. Like, you know, like maybe Zelda during peacetime, or actually, that is a good question. I've asked it in other videos, but I'm going to ask it here too. Let me know in the comments what fantasy reality you'd like to live in if you could. For
Definitely not Star Wars.
Oh no! Like this, you have this evil oppressive empire on one hand, and on the other hand you have this rebellion that's trying to save everyone, but is going to destroy the economy in the process.
And also an evil smuggling empire too.
Oh yeah, yeah, and bounty hunters are things, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, let's go
I guess
off.
they have them in the Star Trek universe, just not in their sector.
Yeah, we're talking about in Star Trek is basically the Orion Syndicate.
Yeah.
That is what they do. They're basically smugglers. And then you have for a while you had the Maquis, the whole separatist cell, which weren't smugglers per se, but they were a separatist cell. They were basically Northern Ireland. Yeah.
Without the green and orange.
Yeah. Or the potatoes, I guess. Although you could replicate potatoes.
No potatoes.
See, this is why I miss doing these recordings with you, Reggie. You're someone to bounce off of.
Yeah.
This is far enough. Transporting the first probe into position.
Okay, so what do we do with that? Like the probe's out there, do we have to activate it remotely?
Probe is deployed.
Understood. We are reading it.
Oh no, it's just like there.
Simulation.
I'm just not getting any traction with her. Commander Rydick.
You're not talking about your date. No, you're not. Oh, never mind. It's not his date. It's the fact that the first officer didn't agree with him, and now he's mopey about it. Okay, yeah, I remember this. Okay.
And I was trying to make it safer for you. I'm not saying
Expect that blue dude to whistle and a dart fly out of his face.
Like he's young to?
Yeah.
That's great.
you didn't go through what the rest of us did. You know that. And it's hard to figure out why she'd be the one Solano chose instead. One of us.
I've heard some good things. You should at least give her a
The
chance.
adventures.
I'll take that under advice.
Yeah, he's way too young to have dentures. That's weird.
Field collapse in
Is it just like bad teeth, a bad teeth replication, or like, is it really supposed to be dentures? The guy's like 30.
Oh. All right, that is definitely a problem with the fabric of space. We need to get another probe out there.
Like, you still haven't explained how this is a thing. The fabric of space cannot have a problem. There would not be planets and people then. The problem might be spacefaring vehicles being there, but the problem isn't space. You're acting like space needs to adapt to you. Are they actually sending a message here about like the way people interact with their environment? Because if so, it's legitimately insightful, and I like it.
Be sure you're never just one thing.
But I doubt that's what's happening. Just saying.
Space that you lose sight of the big picture. Before Rydick showed up, the captain pulled me into his ready room and told me he didn't think I had the people skills to be first officer.
I've only talked to you for 10 minutes, and I've been. We've seen him more over the course of the game, but from the time I've spent with you, I can already tell you he's right. You don't have the people skills to be first officer, or any officer. Oh, did I? Oh.
Triangle, but you're a people person. Square sounds like politics. X is thanks for the advice.
Okay, so I guess sounds like politics. You said that was square.
Yeah.
Now, okay, one thing I'm going to point out right now is like I thought based on my time playing Telltale games that once the time elapsed, you couldn't make a choice. Now I know that in this game, when time elapses, it just pauses and you can actually consider your options. I love this. I love this. I won't do it on camera because I won't make you guys see stuff you've already seen, but I almost want to play this game again and actually make considered choices at all these points. Because I can! Yay! Thank you, developers! You rock! Anyway.
Is that why you're being so friendly to me?
That's awesome!
That would be clever, but I think you give me more credit than the captain does.
Mwah!
And you've got potential.
I feel.
You're a capable engineer. You're good in the field. Keep up the good work. Who knows? Solid jack of all departments like you could be commander-in-chief of...
Like, talk about quality of life improvements. I wonder if the Expanse is going to have that. I doubt it. I wonder if Wolf Among Us 2 is going to have that. I doubt it. But one thing, ooh, that could have been a lot worse than it was. I thought it was going to kill us. Okay, happy where... Oh, I'm happy where I am. That probably is what you would say. That probably is what I'm going to do. Can you... No. No. Not a bad idea. It's something I would never say. Okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty happy where I am.
You must be a glutton for punishment. Lieutenant Commander Chobak has been known to take decades to warm up.
I know. Oh yeah, I need to comment on this. Chobak. It's amazing how that's not Tuvok from Voyager. It basically is. God.
Chobak.
Also, it's uncanny. Like, this came out after Leonard Nimoy passed on, but Spock is in this, and the person playing Spock is clearly going for Leonard Nimoy, not like Zachary Quinto or whoever plays him in Discovery. But like, and I'm assuming it's a person. I'm actually, or based on the statement I am, but I actually think it's an AI. It has to be. You know, like a voice recognition kind of a thing, which is sad if so. I would love to know though. Like, I'm forgetting. Did I have Mom check into this? Like, no, I had Mom check in when the game was released. But like, can you Richie check on who plays Spock in Star Trek Resurgence?
Yeah.
Because I want to know.
Fine, I want to know.
Yes.
Piotr Michael.
So it was a person just doing Leonard Nimoy. That's interesting. He does a good job of doing Leonard Nimoy, but I wish he did his own take. Again, like Zachary Quinto did, or whoever plays him in Discovery. If you know who plays him in Discovery, let me know in the comments. Probably, well, I was going to say probably also in... Actually, yeah, I will say that. They probably got the same guy for Strange New Worlds. Did they? Again, let me know in the comments. Also, I need to catch up on Strange New Worlds and Discovery, by the way. Piotr Michael. Kind of two first names. Because Piotr's sort of like Peter, but like, not quite. Wow.
Here, this is close enough. Stop the engines. Deploying the probe. Westbrook to Commander Chobak. We're ready for another sampling of data.
Very good. Running the simulation again. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1.
That sounded ominous. Did the ship just kind of fade out of existence? Because that's what it looked like. That's what it looks like happened.
Scans. Anything?
Here's the readings in relation to our local space. We've got the Resolute, Atari Prime, and the probes.
All this interference is overloading the
I
sensor
know, this
buffers.
is
We're
all-
gonna have to
Yeah.
use the sensors manually.
Okay, so I guess we need to find a connection point between them. or something. Oh, okay. You're orange, which means you can do a thing. Or not yet. Like, okay, well, I thought you're orange means you can do a thing, but apparently not, because I'm trying to get you. Oh! Is it R2? Oh. No. Oh, and I don't get any kind of. I've been away from this game for a while, and now that's starting to show a bit. Oh, okay. I can put down flags here. Okay, so. That's a square, right? That thing in the center has a square on it?
Looks like it.
So, I'm hitting the square. Hello. Okay, nobody cares.
Zachary Quinto cares.
Maybe he does. Yeah, Jonathan's learning a lesson that maybe don't be away from a game for over a month. You'll forget the controls.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say up here?
This is move reticle.
Oh, and that's the only thing.
That's R.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm doing. So I guess that's the only thing I can do for them. Oh, okay. All right, so it's just move until something happens.
Interference patterns.
See if I can find some more.
Okay, so we're doing more of that.
Atari Prime, Class M planet.
Inhabitable.
Yeah. Everything's prime in science fiction.
Yeah. Because it's the first instance of that planet, I guess.
Cutie Prime.
Oh yeah, across franchises too. You're right. Now they could have made this into some kind of a puzzle instead of just here move the mouse around until something happens or the cursor. But we decided not to do that because we're more interested in the movie part of our interactive movie, which leads me to wonder why didn't they just make it a movie? Anyway, I'm still wandering around here
There
waiting.
must be something else you have to do.
But it's the only instruction that I have.
Is it like you've hovered over everything?
Yes. Can I circle out? No.
Like get over something and then function something.
Okay. So, like, we're not interested in the Resolute so much because that's just a ship. Like, I would say. Oh, maybe we can R2 over one of the flags we've posted. That would make sense, as if we're investigating it. Nope. Nope. Nope.
What do the flags mean?
They're areas of interest. And oh yeah, we been actually up here?
Class L.
Okay. No, okay. So we really were just missing another thing to hover over.
It's warp travel.
Aimed right at us.
That
Someone's doing this intentionally. I don't know how they're doing it. This is like nothing I've ever seen.
When someone punches you in the face,
ooh, I saw.
But we need to know.
Okay, I only saw part of that. I should wait for the timer to tick down and just look at all these. It's not a Telltale game. We've been over this. I don't know why I did that.
the interference pattern, the storm, and this beam, they're coming from the same place.
Carter, whatever petty local conflict brought us here, it's just a small.
Interesting. There's also a petty local conflict going on the ship. Is there a parallel? Time check.
Presently, we don't have an explanation for how they're.
All right, so we're good.
One thing is clear. This is no fluke.
Thank you, Mr. Westbrook. I want a full briefing when I'm back on board.
Mr. Westbrook, do you play football? No one's gonna get that. Actually, that was like an Eagles reference from 1990.
That would explain the difficulties my shuttle encountered. More importantly, the tenor of the Hatari during the negotiations.
Here I thought the Illydians would be the problem. And the peace talks and warship. This wasn't supposed to be so complicated.
For all their posturing, every indication is that the Illydians are afraid of the Hotari. They didn't bring their warship as a threat. They brought it because they're scared.
From everything we witnessed, I would say that is highly likely.
But what are they afraid of?
Tylus, the Hotari representative, said she thought they found something in the mines. Galvin and Sidron brought it back to the palace, but they're keeping it under tight security. She's going to investigate it. I gave her my tricorder. I expect she'll...
Which was a really dumb thing to do that you couldn't not do.
Why would Tylus help us? Go behind her people's back? It's a fair question, considering.
What do we have here options-wise?
To stop Galvin and Sidron, triangle. She trusts me, square. She's out of options, X.
Probably the X. Yeah.
She's worried that her people are being dragged into something that isn't going to end well for them. She's trying to save them.
That may be true.
She's certainly more likely to help than the other Hotari we've met.
That raises another question. Specifically, what do the other Hotari have to gain in bringing us here, only to make this hostile maneuver against us? There must be some motivation.
Unless they changed their minds between when they asked and when we got here.
Sidron was very curious when we spoke outside the Queen's chamber. He wanted to know all about us, our ship, the Federation. He wasn't giving any answers. He was looking for them.
Well, I'm sure you didn't tell him too much.
Guilt, insert.
The Lydians know what's really down on that moon either.
Major,
In case you did, I'm going to make you feel very bad about it, in other words.
that the Hotari miners somehow harness the energy of the storm.
Harness the energy of the storm.
Doing that is beyond even our capabilities.
So is a weapon that disrupts warp travel.
There have been civilizations and entities, both past and present, far more technologically advanced than the Federation.
The Lydians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
But that is all the more reason to investigate further.
Commander Rydek, sorry to interrupt. We've received an urgent call from Hotari.
I love that game system.
Put her through.
Galvin and Sidron are still with the Queen. I've enlisted help to gain access to the room they have in their guard. I don't have much time. I'm not supposed to leave my post.
It's only for a moment. I so appreciate your help.
I hate found footage movies. I was running, I was totally going someplace, even though I wasn't. And I totally mind running as if you guys could see that. Whoops.
Got it. Tylus, if we needed to gain access to the mines on Tau, is that something you could help us with?
I suppose it wouldn't be easy, but I have to go.
Tylus.
Can we reconnect?
No, right now the plot's not allowing for it, sir.
Lost all contact.
We can only hope she escaped without harm.
To find out if she did, stay tuned for our next episode.
We have to help her. Send another shuttle.
We're
Or
not
maybe...
doing anything yet. Not until we
Uh-oh, she's in trouble!
scan of whatever the hell that was.
Oh, R2. See, I'm involved.
suspects this came from the mines on Tau.
It appears to be of ancient origin, but the markings are...
It appears to be origami.
We can run a
Or green jello. I love green jello, it's my favorite kind.
But it might be the key to how they got the upper hand against the Lydians.
Then we have to go into the mines.
The Federation
If you don't mind. Sorry, I did it. Couldn't help it.
peace negotiation. However, we could demonstrate that the Hotari have acted in bad faith, which would enable us to investigate the mines on Tau with full justification. But of course, we would need conclusive proof before taking action. Otherwise, it could put us in a difficult position.
If this warp disruption attack isn't enough justification, I don't know what is. We have every right to defend ourselves.
In due time.
I don't want to escalate this without a better idea of what we're getting into.
We may have a better understanding once we analyze the device. But a mission to the mines, covert or otherwise, is not out of the question. And I will handle the Federation.
Meanwhile, back on the Resolute.
I want all the data I can get on this warp problem. And the negotiating team's shuttle has been recording data all the way back from Otari. Even better than our probes.
If Star Trek episodes were actually this short, it never would have done so well.
Sits down. Will do. I'll join you and Chovak down in engineering to run another analysis after the briefing.
I didn't like this warp problem. We thought it was some astronomical anomaly. And I like it a hell of a lot less now that we know someone is doing it to us.
Thank you, Captain Obvious, or Engineer Obvious. I forget what your actual rank is.
Pull these chips and find out.
But I do find it interesting that you're a Trell.
Took some damage on
Spots.
the
I
way.
still like that.
That ionic interference scored the hull plating. Might be some micro welds. Let's try pulling together.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry, I fell asleep there for a second.
Gotta be the storm damage. We need to. Welcome back. Any exciting
Uh-oh. More interpersonal drama.
No, nothing like that.
Oh, she's all sad because
Hey,
she got
can you
shut
hand me
down.
the J7 interlock from the toolbox.
I don't know what that is.
Not much use for one in a security detail, huh?
Oh no, stop the posturing! Alright, so let's pick up Diaz's tool. Eventually, it seems I can get the mouse over. There we go. No, don't show off, please.
Okay, I'll apply pressure while you decouple the panel.
Awkward. And we'll just go over here and actually just do this. We don't need the mouse. We don't need those stinking mouse.
I'll help.
And this way.
We've got this.
Mhm.
Thanks for the hand. We have to get these isolinear chips down to engineering.
No problem. You really know everything about these ships, don't you? The tools, the systems. Like a walking Starfleet technical manual.
Oh God. What is the best thing to say here? Like, I guess I don't. Oh, but it's gonna be like I don't know everything. Okay, like what's the best thing to do here? I guess.
I'm good at what I do. Triangle. I don't know everything. Square. And engineering is cool now. Question mark. X.
That's funny. Like I almost want to go funny because I don't know what to do with the serious ones. I guess if I'm good at what I do, it's probably safest.
What can I say? I'm good at what I do.
I mean, he was way too cocky about it. Way too cocky.
Come on, start pulling chips.
Oh, she's a Dax person.
Yeah, she's a Trell.
Yeah.
A Dax person, I like that. By the way, is anybody's favorite Dax Ezri? If so, shout out. Ezri needs some love. The one thing I can say about Ezri is she was definitely a better counselor than Troy. And Oh, L2. You're confusing me now, game.
The base that belongs to us, Thousand Sleeps.
Yeah, I like that! That's amazing! I wish I'd come up with that. That's so great. Come on. Oh. Which one? That explains it. And also, why does that need to be 2 motions? All he's doing is picking up an isolinear chip. But what I would have said is face that's still 1,000 chips. Richard's was so much better. Mwah, 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 mwah. Oops, I dropped it. Yeah, that was good. I'm off my game today. You know what? That needs to be a new thing. You need to be here for any interactive movies that we do because you don't have to worry about playing at the same time as you do Mr. Science Theater stuff.
Yeah.
And let's see. Alright, so let's scan the potato, see how delicious it is. Oh, you're not a potato? I think I almost ate that.
Anti-spin crystallization of hydrogen, carbon, and lithium.
Science words? Science words?
3.8422 seconds.
Quantized crystallization is
68.4 gigawatts.
the means to engineer matter on a
We'll be able to time travel soon.
What's it doing in there?
What's it doing, precious?
Taters?
What's taters, precious? Keep your chips and your taters.
Wait.
Give it to us raw and scrinkling. Only I said scrinkling badly. It takes them a half an hour to say it.
Subsection 9 orders that in the case of an unknown foreign substance infiltrating a sealed system, it
Potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
retrieve the containment module.
Not even you could say no to that. Oh yes, we could.
Whatever this is.
Yes, we're Lord of the Ring fans here, in case you didn't notice. By the way, there is a Gollum video game. Everyone says it sucks, but I want to try playing it anyway because Lord of the Rings and Gollum.
Yeah.
We need our Gollum. We need him so much.
Programmers are tricksy.
That they are. No, we're not doing that.
This is our department. It does.
If it's not natural, then someone might have put it there. It could be a tracking device, some kind of sabotage, or even a bomb.
Which is why we need to get it to the
Don't say the B
containment
word.
lab. Come on.
What do you do? What do you do? There's another 90s reference
Yeah.
I'm still going
to a good movie that had a crappy sequel.
Yeah.
shuttle data.
And I will inform my superiors. I'm taking this just as seriously as you are.
Meow.
But I overheard talk about the warp disruption on the shuttle. Now these crystals? Maybe this situation is more than we can handle with just a science vessel.
I know I'm not supposed to like her, but I think she's making sense.
Send more ships?
Like if space is, especially given their thesis, as crazy as it is.
We're on our own here. That sounds like mutiny, or if you think you can.
The if you think you can is X.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. If you think you could do it without getting in trouble.
I'll find
Or if you think you can do it at all. Like, let's take a look at their thesis. They think space is basically breaking. They think there's a problem with space-time. I don't think one ship, even if it is a science vessel, can handle it on its own. Of course, again, I'm going to say, space doesn't break. Nature doesn't work that way. If space is breaking, it's because human brains brought ships where they shouldn't have gone. And they're not even going to consider that. The only one who ever considered stuff like that was Q. He was the only one smart enough to say, maybe you're not supposed to be here yet. And he was evil! He brought the Borg into the Federation, basically. And he's the guy who's right? Oh, I'm so conflicted about Star Trek right now. stand back. I need to get the Euro potato. Or actually, what is that? What would you call that crystal if it's not a crystal? It looks like a rock or something, which is kind of what a crystal sort of is. So that's not that funny. Whoopsie! Tried and failed. Yeah, how did I miss that?
Not with my friends.
You and Miranda seem to be back to normal. But she was a little off. I think this whole situation has her spooked.
It should have everyone spooked.
It's her job. She didn't seem off. Aren't you?
Yeah, actually, that's a good question.
You can't tell me you're not a little spooked, too. We all should be.
Believe me, I'm taking it seriously. But Miranda talked.
Yeah, but you're still stopping never cat fight, so you're not seriously enough.
Although, you didn't seem to think so.
Ah, God. The way these people get along hurts my brain. It's like the evil version of the Enterprise, where nobody really likes each other, even though they all pretend to.
We'll get through it. You, me, and Miranda, too.
And Tyler, don't forget him. And War Chippy Canoe. Time check.
We're at 36 minutes.
You know what? I'm gonna call that good because we just hit a checkpoint.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's good to be back in Star Trek Resurgence. We'll see if we can solve what's going on with space time, or at least if these people can get along a little better in our next episode. See you then.